Okay, Mo, been a couple of weeks. Update to the government plan. Arsenal play Tottenham Hotspur on Sunday at 4:30.
Yeah.
So, what is the prediction? Who's going to win?
Alright, first of all,
Who's going to win?
No, first of all, I would like to say, before we carry on to Premier League government plan, I don't know if you've seen the news about the Trump and the Ronaldo thing, right? Where they had a good dinner, and I feel like...
What did they eat?
I think they had steak, I don't know what. Ronaldo was just there, and all I saw, Trump was giving him the key.
Did you see Ronaldo was drinking alcohol?
No, but I think that some of them part was AI, so they were showing like AI, so it was fake. But yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? So it's like, I feel like it's part of a US government plan of Portugal to win the World Cup.
And
because
why is that a US government plan? How does that benefit the US?
Because FIFA may be associated with US company, right? So it's like, it's all linked basically.
But why would they want Portugal to win it?
Because it's Ronaldo's last World Cup basically, then he's going to retire. So I feel like that's...
So you're saying they're doing it for viewership numbers?
Maybe, but I feel like Portugal's government is planned to the US government. So
why?
My point is here, like, calling him for a dinner, like, it's crazy. Giving him the FIFA keys. I feel like it's all part of the government plan where they want Portugal to win the World Cup. That's it.
I actually agree with you, but I think they're doing that for viewership. So do you see a scenario where they try and fix it in a way that Argentina play Portugal in the final?
Yeah, it's to make it more interesting because it's
Messi versus Ronaldo.
And it's last, because it's Cristiano Ronaldo's last World Cup ever, like before he retires. So I feel like they're doing a plan where Messi versus Ronaldo, who's the best? Finalism, I don't know if that's a word, but finalism, who's the best? Messi or Ronaldo? Like, yeah. So basically in that way. But I feel like the US is involved with it. They gave him the key, the World Cup key. So yeah, so let's see how that is. So that's part of the US government plan here. Coming to the Premier League, what I think, I didn't, because of 2 weeks of internationals, we're finally going to be facing Spurs on Sunday. What I think the predictions is that Spurs going to win. Spurs going to win.
Please, would be nice.
Please. Individual interview here, Richie.
So
Thanks. Richie, just get out of the till, yeah.
So talking about the Sunday, Arsenal versus Spurs, I feel like that Spurs is gonna win. We're gonna win at least. I'll say my prediction here: 2-1 to Spurs.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, I don't think it will be a draw. I don't think Arsenal's gonna win. I don't think it's gonna be a draw. I think Spurs gonna win. There's been doubts saying like, because Gabriel's injured, this and that. But I feel like instead of Gabriel, they're gonna bring Mosquera, the Mosquera guy. I feel like that's what Arteta's planning to do.
So what do you think the starting 11 is gonna be then?
Alright, so obviously Saka.
No, start from goalkeeper. Well, imagine you're doing a team sheet, so goalkeeper, then right back to left back, and then midfield and then.
Alright, so David Raya.
Yeah.
Alright. I feel like
right back.
Coming to Saliba, so centre back.
Centre back, yeah.
Yeah.
Other centre back then?
Instead of Gabriel, I think it's gonna be Mosquera.
Yeah.
That's
and
what
then
I
who are
think.
the fullbacks? Right back, left back.
Right back was I haven't watched Arsenal game for a while, What's that guy's name? Califury.
He's left back.
He's a left back, but
so
maybe potentially part of the government plan. They might put on a right back. Never know.
Okay, no, I'm going to interject that Calafiori will play left back. So who is our right back?
What's it called, man? It's Ben. No, I forgot. There's a right back here, but I forgot. I need to see like
Need some help?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, let's start again.
I know my. That's the thing. I know my 11s. All my days. It's so bad. So bad. That's so bad. Oh my days. If I see him, then I'll remember.
Who's that?
Timber.
You're in Timber, yeah. Right back.
Timber, yeah.
And then who do you think the midfield 3 is going to be?
Alright, I feel like Ben White.
Midfield?
No, I feel like the sentiments, right?
Yep.
So I think Ben White.
Yep.
Declan.
Yep.
Maybe Eze.
Yep.
Eze, maybe.
So Ben White and Declan, and then Eze.
Eze. If Eze no, then maybe Odegaard, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But I feel like Eze, yeah.
Fine.
Alright. Right wing will be Saka. That's what I think. Havertz.
I think he had a setback, so he's not fit. He's had a setback.
Maybe he is playing. I don't know.
He had a setback, I think, so I'm pretty sure that's confirmed. But yeah, fair enough.
I feel like
He hasn't played
but I feel like because they think it's Spurs, so they might like.
Yeah.
I feel like Havertz gonna play. What I think.
Okay, and then left wing.
I forgot all my days. Martinelli.
Martinelli.
That's what I think.
Hello.
Do you want an espresso or do you just want normal coffee?
Normal. So yeah, you think Martinelli's going to come back into the team then? Because he's had some injury setbacks, but yeah.
I feel like because they think it's Spurs, right?
You know, what about, I've got a couple of questions then. So, left wing, so at the moment it's been Trossard, he's done a great job in light of all the injuries. Do you think, yeah, he's true. He is sleep deprived. Do you not think he'll keep his place in the team on the left?
No, he will, but I feel like they might put him up sub.
So you think Martinelli's going to start?
What I think, Martinelli will start.
And then you think centre forward?
So I feel like he's going to be on sub because we're facing Spurs, and I don't think there's going to be that sort of like challenging, right? Because people are still dying like Spurs are shit, this and that. Like, I feel like Arsenal, because we are very top, like we're first, right? We got bare points, we got a lot of points and stuff. So I feel like in that type of scenario, if you think about it, we'd rather keep good players in the subs, like Trossard and stuff, right? So I feel like Martinelli will be there as on the left wing. So, but yeah, let's see. You never know Arteta's plan, innit? So it all depends on him.
Okay, and then the other thing, Havertz I don't think will play. I'm pretty sure. Gyökeres, do you think he'll be back in time?
I think he will, but not this week. I feel like the week after.
So you think he's in the Havertz? Centre forward.
You know what? Either way, Arteta might bring Gyökeres back. So we might start with Gyökeres, you never know. But I feel like, they want to start him next week. Like,
Against?
I think was it against Chelsea, right?
Yeah, in the Premier League.
Yeah, so I feel like that's going to be a big game, right? Part of the goal on the plan, big game. So I feel like, good players, they're keeping it for Chelsea because they don't want them to get injured and stuff. It's 2 Spurs match, right?
North London derby, mate. It's the biggest game of the season.
No, it is, of course, but of course we're going to be called like set A piece, whatever they call us, right? Like because we scored the most bullshit corner goals, right? But for Spurs, it's like they get the hate as well. So I feel like it's a big game, but I feel like the expectations, what we're expecting, is going to be shit. Like Spurs going to win. I feel like that it's the blue day. It's a Blues day.
And the whites.
No, but still like whites, red.
And then there's one.
That's a blue one.
And then the other glaring thing that I think you said, in midfield, you think we're going to start with Eze, kind of the attacking mid, maybe Odegaard if he's fit. But then you thought about a midfield two, which I've never heard of Declan Rice and Ben White. Where's that come from?
No, because I was just thinking in a way where I was just thinking because I was looking at the table, right, and I was looking at the lineups and it just says Ben White and I'm thinking like, I think that was a sort of mistake. So I think Ben White.
So who do you think is going to play instead of Ben White then in midfield?
I feel like so I said Moscow is going to be right centre back, right? Like
no, so he's played there when Saliba's been injured. But Saliba is our right centre back, so he would have to come in as a left centre back.
Yeah, Moscow, and I feel like.
Do you think Hincapié?
Handicap. No.
What?
We call him handicap.
You don't think he's gonna play? Miles Lewis Skelly?
Skelly will play.
Where?
He'll play left centre mid.
Oh, you think he's gonna play with Rice? But then my question is, we signed a Spanish player this summer, a midfielder. He's been very good.
Yeah, but I feel like.
Who's that? What's his name?
Oh, I don't really check out the news, right? Trust me, if I'm an Arsenal fan, I'm not that deep on it, right?
So do you know who Martin Zubimendi is?
Oh, Zubimendi, yeah. There was a bad. I know. Zubimendi. Yeah.
So do you think Zubimendi will play?
I feel like next week with Chelsea, yeah. Because he needs to observe how we play, so he needs to see how the team plays, right?
Who?
Zubimendi.
Why?
He needs to see how the team plays, right? So I feel like they
What do you mean he needs to do?
as in like he needs to observe, like he needs to try to understand how they play, right? So I feel like he needs to understand the tactics and he needs to understand like what we do and stuff on the pitch, right? So I feel like that's a big thing for him. So I
But
feel
why?
like
Because you don't think he's played enough?
no, I feel like he needs to just get used to Arsenal, defense, attack. Like I feel like he needs to like know. That's like me saying, yeah, for example, like how Liverpool did like the transfers and stuff, right? So we got new people like etiquette and all these players, right? I feel like for them, yeah, why their downfall has started, why they're 8. I feel like they're 8 because like the team is not cooperating together. I feel like they're all like, just, how you have lunch with someone on the first day of uni or whatever, it's so awkward or whatever. It's so awkward and stuff, right? Like you say hi. I feel like with Liverpool, that's what happened. Downfall started, and I feel like that's all part of the government plan. Yeah.
I don't understand the Zubamendi thing.
No, yeah, it makes because he's signed on Arsenal, right? So I feel like cool, that's good. I think Arteta's gonna be smart enough to not play him on the first day. I feel like he's gonna be playing with the big game, like with Chelsea. So I feel like he needs to observe. He needs to see like how Arsenal plays. He needs to try to understand like.
But why does he need to understand how he played? He's played pretty much every game this season.
Well, he didn't play he didn't play with Arsenal.
Who?
Zubamendi.
What do you mean he hasn't played with Arsenal?
Like he hasn't really cooperated. He really didn't understand how we play. There's tactics every week, right? I feel like he needs to see how we play.
Have you got your phone? Have you got ChatGPT?
Yeah.
I think we'll have to ask ChatGPT the percentage of minutes that Martin Zubamendi has played for Arsenal in the Premier League.
Yeah. No?
Percentage of minutes that Martin Zubamendi has played for Arsenal in the Premier League this season. So you think it's a low number, right? What percentage would you say the percentage of minutes that he's played?
Like 30-40.
30-40% of the Premier League minutes this season. Okay. I'm pretty sure he's played about 95% of the minutes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 95.
So
But my point is, you see how tactics changes every week. Like Arteta.
So he's played 938 minutes of a possible 1,149 minutes.
Yeah, but I'm sure there's different tactics with different clubs. So because Arsenal's facing with Spurs, and I'm sure that there's a different tactics for that.
Okay, yes, if I...
So Arsenal versus Chelsea, Arsenal versus Spurs. There's all different tactics. They're not gonna use the same thing ever again.
Yeah.
So
that's
what I think, in my opinion, he needs to not just observe.
What I think we need
So he's
to...
ready for Chelsea.
What I think for sure, based on this conversation, more than any conversation that we've had prior to this day, is that you clearly do not watch Arsenal Football Club.
Oh yeah.
At
I just
all.
watch the highlights and stuff.
So you don't know who our players are.
No, I
At
do,
all.
but I just if I see it, then of course I know.
You didn't know that.
I'm quite bad with memory, but I feel like if I see them, I'll be like, yeah, I know that's.
He knows their face.
Yeah, it's like with the names I'm bad, but with the faces, I used to go to Arsenal matches and stuff a couple of years ago, and I feel
That's
like
fine.
I do
That's
know it,
all
but
well
I'm just
and
saying,
good, but
I'm not that big-hearted fan of Arsenal.
So
right?
I think if you're going to say that, it's easy for you to say whatever happens at the end of the season, it's part of the government plan
Yeah.
because you don't actually know what's going on.
Yeah, but no, that's true. But there's some certain things. If I don't know about Arsenal, then I'm sure there's certain things I know about the government plan. It's saying like you're good at dentistry, right?
He knows more about the government than he does Arsenal, basically.
No, it's like saying you're good at dentistry, right? And you're not good at construction. Let's say that in that way. You're good at dentistry, but you're not good at construction. You don't know nothing about that. So it's.
But the whole point of this series that we're documenting is the fact that you're an Arsenal fan,
Yeah.
and you're saying because you have a great knowledge of the government's plan,
That's
is
what I
gonna be
think,
the
but I'm
reason
talking
why
about the
Arsenal
whole-
win or lose the Premier
Of
League.
course, my main point is Arsenal, right? But also I'm dragging the whole different clubs as well, like Chelsea, Spurs and stuff, right? Man City as well. And now we've seen the news about the Ronaldo thing as well, right?
We've already discussed that. We're
No,
not
no, I'm just saying, don't you think that's a
anyway,
government plan? That's crazy.
Updated
Right?
predictions then. So
I think we're
who
going
is going to win the Premier League this season?
as I said, Sunderland.
Are going to win the Premier League?
Yeah.
Okay, and then who was going to win the FA Cup?
I feel like we might win it.
Okay. And then
I told you we have to win one of the things.
who's going to win the Carabao Cup? Okay, yeah, we might win it. Who do you think's going to win it? The FA Cup. Just say a team.
Liverpool.
Okay, I was going to think the same thing. And then Carabao Cup.
Liverpool.
They've been knocked out of the Carabao Cup.
I don't really, to be honest, me with knowledge about Carabao Cup, I'm quite bad at that. So let's Man City maybe.
Yeah, fair enough. And
But I
then,
don't think Arsenal. But yeah, cool.
and then Champions League.
Oh, that's a hectic one. I feel like PSG.
PSG. Okay.